Hey friends, Dave here. I have a Monday off, going to the post office to drop off lots of stuff that I sold, and now I'm heading to the thrift store after that to grab some items for Christmas season. It's November, it's time to see what I can grab and flip in a hurry. Come with me. Home sweet holiday home. Let's see, orange, green, blue. Might look for some tacky holiday sweaters or some Christmas tree skirts. Go to the small section because they usually keep restocking it. Lots of little smalls, but nothing really catching my eye so far. A lot of cheap ornaments. A lot of boxes which are garbage. This candle looks interesting, but I caught it and released. They only go for 15 bucks. I'd only make 10 on it. These look interesting. These are handcrafted Dickens keepsakes. Multiple bags of them. Price might not be great. I'm gonna look them up, see if they're worth it. Another big row we could do a sweep through. Some interesting pieces. This one I'd get for $1.50, but it probably could only sell for up to 10. This caught my eye. It was a nutcracker of a hunter, but again, about 10 bucks worth. Probably not worth it. Plus it's pretty new, 2016. And I am out of here for under $15. Let's see what we grabbed. Here I am back in the man cave. Full disclosure, I actually made two separate outings. The one that you just saw me on and one brief outing about a week earlier, because sometimes you're not going to be able to source enough stuff in one trip to really justify a video. And so I always want to be truthful and transparent with my audience. Sometimes YouTube reality isn't reality, so I'm going to just share with you what my reality was. It was two trips, but I was still able to grab over 10 items that I plan to either use for myself, give to others, or resell. And I got some really good deals. So first off, what wouldn't be worth a holiday trip than some holiday sweaters, some ugly or awkward ones or pun-filled ones like this one. This one says, "Take me gnome tonight." That's a play on Eddie Money, "Take me home tonight." So I think that was pretty funny. For $4, I'm gonna give that to someone at work. And when we're working on Christmas Eve like we are this year, someone's gonna be proudly wearing that. The other one that, again, I can't fit, but I think someone's gonna enjoy. Plus it was half price, so less than $3. Any cat lover is gonna love this. Mary, whatever. Because cats are aloof. I'm a dog owner, prefer dogs, but that's fine. Cat owners gotta do their thing. This is a sweater for them. Next, you might appreciate this. These are some old vintage plush bears that were made for Kmart in the 80s and 90s and 2000s. And so this one specifically, I forget if it said on its feet or on its, oh yeah, the tag right there, 1991. So look these up. Comps for these go for about $20 a piece. I got this one for half off of $1.99. So I paid $1 for this one. And wait for it. $1 for this one. $1 for this one. $1 for this one. And yep. $1 for this one with a pocket watch. So that is about $100 worth of plush bears for $5. That alone was worth the last trip. And then I've got some other goodies still to go. This was a really cool piece. It says Fabergé on it. It's not actually Fabergé, but it was half price of $3, so $1.50 for this patriotic type of Christmas tree topper. These seemingly go for a $20 to $30 range. So again, I'll make probably a good 20 bucks on this if it goes the week after Thanksgiving. In addition to that, took a chance on this plush. It's an interesting like wizard meets Santa kind of theme, but for $1, I couldn't beat the price. It doesn't have an obvious brand. It says 1982 Lugine Corp. So if anybody watching has heard of this brand, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll put it up for 20 bucks. I'll say that it's an 80s plush. It's in good shape, some discoloration, but no stains. And again, for $1, it was worth taking the risk. It can be kindling for that price. And we got a couple more interesting things. One is my typical goofy type self. It is one of those Hallmark push the buttons and they make a song and or a dance. And this one was $1.99. So I looked it up. If it was working, I would probably get about $18 to $20 for it. If it doesn't work, I wasted $2. So before I started this film, I put in some batteries and...
Hello dear, glad you're here. There's no need to rush. Take a seat and rest your feet. Just don't forget to flush.
Gotta love it.
Come on in. I saved your favorite seat.
Oh dear.
Can I help you with your holiday shopping?
I'm going to pause it. These things have a laser guide right there that identify movement. So you put this behind a toilet and like the snowman one with a plunger, it makes multiple kind of unsavory, gross comments as you're using the washroom. So now I know it works. I can do a quick video for eBay, then remove the batteries, which I have to pay for and cost more to ship because it adds weight. And then I'll sell this for a good $15 profit. So not huge, but I love these things. I can't turn them away. A couple more items, and these were more on the obscure end, and I had to do a little bit of homework in order to take the risk. So this was half price of $9, so $4.50. It is an old statue. I believe it's soapstone. This says Columbia Statuary, made in Italy, and it's not in perfect shape. This ornament is chipped. So are the fingers. It's missing a couple gems. However, this is a infantjesus of Prague. These go for a variety of comps on eBay between $20 and $60. So I'm going to put this up for auction because I don't see any quite like it. And my hope is that it's going to be maybe a rare variant, or at least one that someone wants to add to their collection of infant baby Jesuses of Prague. So took a small chance on that, but we'll see. Hopefully someone will think that Jesus is the reason for the season. Lastly, got this very heavy piece. Wasn't sure if it'd be worth it. I look for a lot of these kinds of smalls. I try to find stuff that's not too heavy, but this one was an exception I made because when I looked underneath, it had two things that drew it to me. One was it's serial numbered, but out of 15,000. And two is it said The Legend of Santa and United Design Corporation. So this is one of those 80s or 90s United Design Santa statues. I looked up comps for these. They range as well. But with plus shipping, this one I've seen a comp for $50. So half price of $7. I got this for $4, and I'm going to hopefully make $40, plus the buyer will pay the shipping for this since it's like a cinder block. So again, I expect to do pretty well this year. I've just got to make sure I pack this really well so it doesn't crack. I'm going to have to charge probably about $14 to ship it because it's heavy and it's probably going to go priority. But still have enough meat on the bone, so it was worth it. So all in all, I went a little less nuts this year going shopping for Christmas stuff. I was still selling stuff from last year that couldn't move. So I had a slightly sharper eye this year. I'm hopeful that this stuff's going to go on the first or second try rather than waiting a year and cutting prices. And even if not, there's some of these I'm going to make enough money on that it doesn't matter. I'm still in the green, especially with those plushes. Those are very lightweight. I'll probably ship them for $8 to $10 a piece. And my goal is to get those up post-haste right after Thanksgiving. So that's going to conclude my video for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed the content and subscribe if you haven't so far. Remember, I do videos about when I go on a hunt, other videos about things that I've sold, so what sold videos. And I also do some videos with my boys because they like to go hunting for stuff as well. All right, so I'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching. I'm Thrift Store Dave.